Hi everybody, and welcome along to this budget briefing. There was a budget announced last week by the Chancellor Rachel Reeves. Philip Boyden joins me to look at it all and see what it means for you as homeowners, landlords, and everything else. So Phil, give us an overview. What was said last week?
Well, I think overall, Paul, it was maybe a little bit. There's obviously some changes which I have noted down, kind of sorted out a lot of the stuff that was mentioned, but there's not anything to. I suppose that there are certainly some changes that we will speak about.
Yeah.
But in terms of major changes, I think there's nothing new that's come out that is really of anything major.
Okay.
I think we'll get onto some which are reasonably major, but I don't think we're going to see kind of major changes to the property market from it or anything like that. Obviously, the Renters' Rights Bill, which is due to potentially come in next year, we're keeping a close eye on that.
Yeah.
But the budget didn't really talk much about that at all, really.
No, and we will be doing a webinar on the 28th of November, which covers the renters' rights.
Yeah.
New Act, as it will be known.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of those changes, then.
So yeah, tell me a bit about it, Phil.
Tell me about it.
Absolutely. So in the budget, they did say they were going to put an extra £5 billion to deliver the UK government's housing plan. In terms of that, they've kept fairly wishy-washy in terms of what is about that, but we've had a little further look, and £3.1 billion worth of that is actually looking at affordable homes more, which we'll certainly keep an eye on that and see where that money is used, and all of those kind of things.
So lots of money into new homes, so basically more house building going on.
More along the lines of more looking to do more affordable house schemes for people maybe that are, be it shared ownership or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on what those kind of schemes are that they'll be delivered. Yeah. But in terms of when you build at the moment a new development, a percentage of them have to be affordable homes. So there'll probably be some changes there, maybe a higher percentage in the planning laws. Yeah. We'll see as stuff goes on to that. But we'll certainly keep you guys updated on anything new that happens on that front once we know more. Yeah. The main one for us, which came as a bit of a shock because it came in the day after the budget, it literally was in place the day after, which was an increase in stamp duty for companies, buy-to-lets, and also second homeowners, and that was a 2% increase on top of the 3% that they already pay, and that is for the whole value of that property. Okay. So that is significant. Yeah. We've got a sale that is going through at the moment. He's buying it for over £500,000, so it's a big property. Buying it as an investment. And he phoned me up and said, well, it's going to cost me an extra £14,000 in stamp duty, and that isn't something that individual budgeted for, really. So
it literally happened overnight, didn't it? It wasn't like a 6-month lead in or next financial year. It was
that would have been a bit more fair. I think that the solicitors probably preferred it this way, because otherwise, I know with the stamp duty changes that happened obviously after COVID and those kind of things, those breakwater events were very hectic for solicitors and also for us trying to get those deals through.
Trying to get through a lot of pressure
in a certain time frame. So that's a change for there. Are we going to see a mass of investors leaving the market? I don't think we had a mass of investors in this area. There are investors in this area, but I think that they'll just have to budget that into their plans and make sure they buy things for the right kind of price, really. So I think it will be the sellers that will probably take it on the chin a little bit in terms of the budget on that has changed slightly. And whilst we're on stamp duty as well, Paul, there are looking to be, or there will be, changes for first-time buyers as well. Even though they did say they were going to keep kind of first-time buyers' costs the same, I think, before the election, but they are bringing down the free period. So it's currently at 425,000, so they're bringing that down to £300,000 in 2025. I must admit, in our area here, kind of North Essex and South Suffolk, £300,000 is a lot of money anyway for a first-time buyer. I must admit that we do get first-time buyers that do make use of that 425, but it's not a massive amount. I must admit, it's a small portion of first-time buyers. You know, most first-time buyers are buying something between 175 and 275,000.
So in that respect, they still wouldn't be affected by
they still won't be affected. No. So the threshold isn't coming all the way down to what it is for everyone. Yeah. They're still going to be up to the 300,000 on that front, which is positive.
Yeah.
Other items that I just thought I'd mention in here, as we say, this is going to be a fairly short chat. You'll be pleased at home to know. But capital gains tax remains the same on residential sales.
There was a lot of wariness about that. Wasn't a lot of chat beforehand that was thought it was going to be absolutely massacred potentially, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah, we had a lot of landlords saying, "Oh, if you can get this through by the end of October, then we'll take a little bit of hit on it because the capital gains is changing," but that's not the case there. So that is good news for landlords that are looking to sell in the next 24 months or so, something like that. So that remains the same, and also the inheritance tax remains the same for residential properties and those kind of things. So passing on inheritance. It has changed for agriculture and farmers. Which has now got a threshold of $1 million, and then above that there's tax, which is going to cause big concerns for farmers if they don't do adequate kind of tax planning over the lifetime of kids and those kind of things. Because I can't see farmers being able to pay inheritance tax bills of £800,000-900,000, these kind of prices really. But no, overall, no kind of major scary changes. The stamp duty for kind of the buy-to-let is a bit of a tough one to swallow, especially as you say, as they brought it in the next day. Some positive news in terms of some of the money that's being splashed into the housing plan. I look forward to hearing what that is in reality, and hopefully it is of a help. No scary things really.
So there wasn't a mass exodus of people wanting to sell come Friday morning or anything else, and it was just pretty.
No, it was kind of everyone was waiting for nothing, often as usual. I find. As I said on our bit of a marketing update the other day, we took a lot of properties on in October, which was brilliant. Sales were happening, but they were hard to come by. You had to negotiate well with them to get them through. But we're already seeing a few people kind of coming out of the woodwork, starting to view stuff up and above the 500,000-600,000, which last month we didn't have much interest. But we've got a nice amount of stock now from 725 all the way up to 1.2, and we're seeing viewings being booked in for those now, which is really good news. Which does show that perhaps we're going to have a bit of a bit of normalisation, perhaps. And hopefully with the mortgage rates and stuff like that can just steady. We'll hopefully be okay until Christmas.
Good. Hopefully that's helped everybody there. Any comments or questions, please do drop them in the chat. And if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, then please
like and subscribe.
And we'll see you again soon. Cheers.
Thanks guys. Bye.